work.
Cardoso with the miss. Angel Reese picks it up, which she's good at. Getting another offensive rebound. She says, "Give me that." How about another? Persistence trying to pay off. Jones gets a piece. Angel Reese won't give up. Jones with another.
Kelsey Plum doing the too small to Angel Reese. We have got Kelsey Plum hitting Angel Reese with the too small. We have...
What happens when the hype finally meets reality, only to fall flat, face first on the hardwood? Angel Reese just played what might go down as one of the most embarrassing games in WNBA history. And no, that's not an exaggeration. It's the kind of performance that makes even her biggest fans go silent, and her critics? They're celebrating like they just won the finals. It wasn't just a bad game, it was a complete meltdown.
I would say back to the age of T-Rex, but she does get rebounds, so she can't actually rebound the ball. What she cannot do is shoot the ball at all, and the same woes.
If you're tired of the drama, tired of the hate, and ready to see this league finally rise, hit that subscribe button right now. Support the truth, support the game, and most importantly, support the players who are actually changing it, because Clark didn't just show up, she saved the league, and the last thing she deserves is to be attacked for it.
We all know, we've all seen this clip of Angel missing so many shots in a row. It's like, just pass the damn ball out. Why? Like, Jonquel's not even jumping. Jonquel's not even jumping here. And, like, they are such a bad basketball team. And by the way, Angel Reese was not bad in the offensive end today.
In nearly 27 minutes on the court, Angel went 0-for-8 from the field. Not one shot dropped. Let that sink in. A player once dubbed the Bayou Barbie couldn't make a single bucket, not a layup, not a jumper, nothing. Add 5 turnovers, and it's clear she wasn't just missing shots, she was giving the ball away like it was part of the other team's playbook. But somehow, she had 12 rebounds. So what's the catch? Most of them came from her own misses. That's not dominance, that's desperation. She'd brick a layup, grab the rebound, and brick it again. One possession looked like a blooper reel, 5 missed shots, 5 rebounds, no points. It wasn't effort. It was chaos. If your rebound stats come from cleaning up your own mess, are you really helping your team or padding your numbers? And let's not pretend this was an isolated slip-up.
People are coming out to see Angel Reese is going to get exposed, and Angel Reese is going to start sniffing around the WNBA transfer portal and look for a way out to go jump on some actual good team where she can just rebound and dress up as basketball Barbie. That's my prediction.
These flaws aren't new. They've just been exposed under a bigger spotlight. Back in college, her weaknesses were brushed aside because of flashy moments and viral dances. But in the pros, every weakness gets magnified. Every clank off the rim echoes louder. Now, fans are wondering if she was ever ready for this level at all, or if the WNBA hype machine just oversold a role player as a superstar. The truth? Angel Reese might be in way over her head.
If you've watched the channel long enough, I'm a big Jonquel Jones fan. Woo-wee. She was wearing Angel out, was she not? Yikes. Yikes. Look at this. Oh my God. This is a sequence of events over 20 seconds. It's ugly.
The expectations were sky high, but her game? It's been stuck on the ground. She's not blocking shots, she's not creating plays, and she's certainly not scoring. And when you're the defensive player of the year and unrivaled, and a point guard like Caitlin Clark has more blocks than you, that's not just ironic, it's embarrassing. Whispers are already growing louder. Is Angel looking for a way out again? Fans haven't forgotten what happened last year. Mid-season mental health break, ducking criticism, disappearing when things got tough. Now, people are asking if a season-ending injury is on the horizon. And with how things are going, it's not a crazy question. It's the same pattern, just on a bigger stage and under brighter lights.
You know it got bad when this one is not photoshopped. But they are literally just a meme. Everything about it, every game something new happened.
And don't think fans haven't noticed the excuses piling up. After another recent loss, she said players shouldn't have to play in hostile environment. Seriously? This is pro basketball. You don't get to pick and choose your crowd. You either rise through the noise, or you break under the pressure. Angel's hinting that criticism and boos are unfair, but that's not how the game works. If she can't handle heckling, she shouldn't be wearing a jersey at all. At some point, someone has to say it. Rebounds don't mean a thing if you can't finish the play. Angel Reese's stat line might fool a casual fan. Double-digit rebounds? Sounds impressive until you look closer. A huge chunk of those boards are just her chasing down her own missed layups, over and over. It's not dominance, it's recycling failure. And fans are starting to notice. This isn't hustle, it's hollow.
God. This is a sequence of events over 20 seconds. It's ugly. Angel Reese, offensive rebound. Jonquel Jones blocks Angel Reese. Offensive rebound. Jonquel Jones blocks Angel. 1 foot layup. 1 foot layup. Offensive rebound. Miss.
Basketball isn't just about collecting numbers. It's about impact. Real impact. If you're grabbing offensive rebounds only to miss the follow-up shot 3 times in a row, what are you actually doing for your team? It's like bailing water out of a sinking boat with a hole in the bucket. Pointless, exhausting, and it doesn't move the game forward. Even her supporters are getting tired of the excuse-making. You'll hear, at least she's working hard on the boards. But effort without results isn't effort, it's noise. She had 1 possession where she missed 5 shots under the rim and padded her rebound total in the process. That's not grit. That's just sad. If anything, it proves she's part of the problem, not the solution. And what does it say about her game when rebounding becomes her only weapon? No shooting threat, no rim protection, no real playmaking, just boards, and even those are suspect. The difference between a stat and a skill is what you do with it. Right now, Angel Reese is doing nothing with hers. The WNBA is full of elite rebounders who know how to capitalize. Reese is just stuck in a loop, miss, grab, miss again. Worse yet, it's starting to look intentional. Some fans are whispering what others are screaming. Is she chasing stats to stay relevant? Because if the box score looks busy, maybe people won't notice she can't score. But that plan is falling apart fast. The more people see it, the more obvious it becomes. These rebounds aren't helping the team. They're covering up the cracks in her game. And what comes next could make things even worse. There are lowlights. And then there's what Angel Reese did in that 20-second disaster. It wasn't just bad basketball. It was flat out painful to watch. One sequence, just 20 seconds long, has already gone viral for all the wrong reason. Reese missed not 1, not 2, but 5 point-blank shots under the rim. Each time, she snatched her own rebound, only to brick the next attempt like it was part of a broken routine. It looked less like a professional athlete and more like a practice drill gone wrong. No defense, no pressure, just Reese under the basket, fumbling away layups like the ball was covered in oil. And while the stat sheet says she grabbed defensive boards, what it really shows is a loop of failure on repeat. At some point, even the crowd didn't know whether to laugh or cringe. This wasn't just a missed opportunity, it was a total breakdown. She had every chance to reset, pass out, or compose herself, but instead, she kept forcing shots that had no business going up. It was as if she was trying to will the ball through the rim with sheer ego, and each failure made it worse. People weren't asking why she missed, they were asking why she kept trying. And the worst part? No one stepped in. Not a teammate, not a coach, no timeout. It was like the entire team was watching the train wreck unfold in slow motion. If there was ever a time for leadership to show up, it was right then. But instead, it became a viral moment that no highlight reel can fix. Now, that clip is doing more damage than any loss ever could. It's circulating everywhere, shared by fans, critics, even sports media pages. Not as a teaching moment, but as a joke. People are calling it the worst layup sequence in WNBA history. And honestly, they might be right. It's the kind of clip that sticks with you, not because it was unforgettable, but because it was unwatchable. When your biggest rival, who plays a completely different position, is outplaying you on defense, it's time to ask some hard questions. Angel Reese is supposed to be a forward. Her job isn't just rebounding, it's protecting the paint, altering shots, and holding her ground against physical matchups. But somehow, Caitlin Clark, a point guard, is posting better defensive numbers than her. A point guard, think about that. Caitlin isn't just outscoring Reese, she's outworking her on both ends. This isn't about bias or favoritism, it's straight stats. Clark, who's 6 feet tall and not exactly known for rim protection, is blocking more shots than Reese, a forward with size and wingspan. That's not just surprising, it's embarrassing. Reese is supposed to own the lane. Instead, she's letting guards make her look like a spectator. And it's not just blocks, it's effort. Watch the tape. Caitlin dives for loose balls, challenges shooters, and closes out with urgency. Reese, she jogs back on defense, stands flat-footed in the paint, and lets players drive right by her. There's no urgency, no energy, just empty movements and a lot of pointing at teammates. So if Caitlin Clark can put up better defensive numbers from the perimeter, what exactly is Angel doing in the paint? The truth? She's getting exposed, not just by Clark, but by the league itself. The WNBA doesn't care about college hype. It's a league of professionals. And when a rookie guard outdefends a second-year forward, it tells you everything you need to know about who's actually putting in the work. And the comparisons are only going to get louder. Every time Caitlin records another block or deflection, it's another reminder of what Reese isn't doing. Every hustle play from Clark shines a spotlight on Reese's lack of intensity, and that spotlight is getting hotter by the game. It's easy to win fake trophies when you're playing in a fake league. Angel Reese was named Defensive Player of the Year in the Unrivaled League. Sounds impressive until you look at what the league actually is. It's not the WNBA. It's not FIBA. It's barely competitive basketball. More of a social media experiment than a professional showcase. And yet, Reese paraded that title like it meant something. But let's be honest, nobody's buying it. Unrivaled was created as a soft landing spot for players who couldn't shine in real leagues. Games were casual, defense was optional, stats were inflated, and everyone knew it. So when Reese won Defensive Player of the Year there, it didn't raise eyebrows, it raised laughs. Because in the WNBA, she can't block a shot to save her life. That's not just embarrassing, it's revealing. The gap between unrivaled hype and WNBA reality is massive. In one, she looked like a star. In the other, she looks lost. It's almost like the Unrivaled League handed her that award just to boost her brand, not because of any actual skill. And now, every missed layup and lazy defensive possession makes that award look more like a joke. Even fans are starting to treat it like a punchline. Social media is brutal. Comment sections are flooded with sarcasm about her elite defense. People are digging up her unrivaled highlights and comparing them to her WNBA clips, and the difference is shocking. One looks like a college scrimmage, the other looks like she doesn't belong on the court. It's not just about the league, it's about what the league exposed. If Angel Reese needed Unrivaled to look like a star, then maybe she's not built for the real spotlight. Because in the WNBA, titles don't come from friendly media or padded stats, they're earned. And right now, she's earning nothing but criticism. And next, that criticism turns into predictions that could end her career before it even gets started. When a player starts trending, not for their stats, but for people guessing when they'll walk away, you know something's broken. Angel Reese's performance isn't just being questioned anymore. Her commitment is. Across social media, fans and critics alike are whispering the same thing. How long before she fakes another exit? The same way she vanished mid-season in college, citing personal reasons, only to return after the heat died down. Now, the pressure's worse. And the eyes are everywhere. Every game is a spotlight. Every mistake is a headline. And with the WNBA stage offering no place to hide, fans are already predicting the next move, a mysterious injury that takes her out for the rest of the season. Convenient, quiet, just like last time. The pattern is too familiar to ignore. When things get tough, Reese doesn't fight through. She disappears. In college, it was media drama and tension with coaches. Now, it's the pros, and there's no buffer left. No school. No soft press coverage, just results. And when those results aren't there, she retreats. And let's be real, people are watching for the excuse. A rolled ankle, a sore hand, something vague enough to pull the plug without raising too many questions. But fans are asking questions, and many already think the clock is ticking. Not for a comeback, but for a quiet exit. The only debate now is when. Because quitting isn't just possible, it's expected. That's how far she's fallen in the eyes of the public. Her critics aren't even rooting for failure anymore. They're predicting the final scene, the exit door, the statement post, the "I need to focus on myself" caption. And when that happens, it won't be shocking. It'll be proof that she was never built for this level to begin with. But even if she doesn't walk away, what comes next could still shut her down for good. When an athlete complains about hostile environments, they're in the wrong profession. Angel Reese recently made headlines again, not for her performance, but for her words. She claimed that no player should have to compete in a hostile environment. And just like that, the internet lit up. Not in support, but in disbelief. Because since when is crowd noise and heckling considered unfair in professional sports? Every athlete deals with it. That's the game. NFL players get booed out of stadiums. NBA stars face chants, taunts, and trash talk from the opening tip. Even tennis players get heckled during serves. It's part of the pressure. It's part of the job. But Reese, she's acting like fans saying you missed a layup is some form of emotional trauma. That's not strength, that's softness. No one's asking her to smile through threats or personal attacks. But basic crowd energy, that's standard. The idea that she should be shielded from criticism is proof of something bigger. She doesn't want competition. She wants comfort. And in professional sports, that mindset doesn't last. This isn't the first time she's played the victim. Whenever the spotlight burns too hot, Reese tries to flip the narrative. She talks about being misunderstood, targeted, or disrespected. But what she never talks about is accountability. She never says, I played badly. It's always, they treated me unfairly. And that's the difference between a star and someone who can't handle the heat. Entitlement is not leadership, it's a warning sign. Reese was handed fame before she earned it. Now, the expectations are crashing down. She doesn't want to be booed. She doesn't want to be challenged. But here's the truth. Every arena she enters from now on will be hostile. Not because fans hate her, but because she made it easy. They smell weakness. And in sports, that's blood in the water. When facts fail, some athletes turn to narratives, and Angel Reese might be the loudest example. After multiple rough games, instead of owning the performance, Reese hinted that racism was part of the reason she was under fire. Not once, not subtly, over and over. Interviews, social posts, indirect jabs. She used the word without using the word. And just like that, the conversation shifted from basketball to identity. But there's just one problem. Nobody ever brought race into it. She did. No official reports. No viral clips of fans crossing a line. No confirmed incident that backs the claim. Just vague statements and emotional buzzwords designed to make headline. She pointed at shadows, and suddenly everyone was supposed to act like they saw them too. Critics aren't buying it, and honestly, neither are most fans. You can't use racism as a shield against every missed layup. You can't accuse the crowd of bias when you're going 0-for-8 under the rim. And you definitely can't turn valid criticism into hate just because you don't want to deal with the truth. That's not bravery, that's deflection. This isn't about silencing real issues, it's about not letting fake ones distract from real accountability. Racism is real, but using it as a get-out-of-criticism-free card? That cheapens the entire conversation. Reese's comments made it harder for players who do experience legitimate hate to be taken seriously, because now, anytime a player brings up race, people will wonder, is it real, or is it just another distraction? And now, even her defenders are going silent. When you cry wolf too many times, people stop listening. Reese has turned every setback into a spotlight moment, and now those moments are catching up to her. Fans aren't rallying, they're rolling their eyes. Teammates aren't backing her up, they're backing away. And what happens next might be the final break that ends it all. It's not just an Angel Reese problem anymore, the whole team is falling apart. The Chicago Sky are quickly becoming the laughingstock of the WNBA. Fans have gone from hopeful to hostile, calling the franchise a joke and wondering if anyone on the roster actually wants to win. And at the center of that frustration? Two names, Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. Reese's game is under fire, but now, Cardoso is catching heat too. Camila was supposed to be the strong, reliable rookie present, but so far, she's soft in the paint, confused on defense, and invisible on offense. Fans expected her to bring physicality and dominance. Instead, she's fading into the background, and patience is wearing thin. Even worse, the chemistry is completely off. There's no leadership, no urgency, just a lot of sideways glances, sloppy play, and constant miscommunication. The Sky don't look like a team, they look like a collection of TikTok personalities trying to survive 4 quarters of real basketball. And it's showing in the standings. Fans are tired of excuses, they want results. When you build your brand around hype, the court has to back it up. But for Reese and Cardoso, it's been nothing but missed shots, missed rotations, and missed expectations. Supporters who once flooded the comment sections with hearts and hashtags are now posting memes, criticism, and calls for trades. And now, the noise is louder than ever. People are asking if the Sky even have a plan. The rookies aren't producing. The vets look disconnected. And the fans? They're over it. The franchise that was supposed to be the future now looks like it's stuck in a free fall. Thanks for watching.